Welcome to the marketing trench. Today, Ricardo is putting together his deck. No,
Literally.
literally right now on the fly. We plan the stuff in advance and then we put it off to the last minute. That's how we roll. Good to see you guys. So I'm really excited about today's conversation because one of the things I struggle with most when doing any kind of marketing or sales project is sitting down and writing copy, right? Like in my head, it just like it flows seamlessly, in the kind of like fog of my brain. It's all like, oh yeah, totally. If I sat down behind a Word document or Google Doc, I'd be totally fine. But then as soon as I see the blank screen, the blinking cursor, it all just goes right out the window. I second guess. I type something. I delete, type, delete, type, delete. So Ricardo found this amazing tool called Conversion.ai.
Yep. Conversion.ai.
Conversion.ai. And at first I was skeptical because the promise is a robot that writes your marketing copy. I thought, no freaking way. Like that's going to be the jankiest garbage. And then he showed it to us and my mind was blown and Scott's mind was blown and Ricardo's mind was reblown because it was already blown the first time and then it got blown again. So anyway, so that's where we're going to, Scott, keep your mind out of the gutter, bro. So today we're going to show you just how amazing this tool is. And I promise you by the end of the episode, you're going to go to the website, you're going to sign up because it is the easiest money you have ever spent if you have to write. And if you're in our industry, you have to write. Ricardo.
So it's true. It's like, it's kind of like when we talk about how amazing HomeBot is, and then people ask, well, how accurate is it? Right?
Yeah.
I think when I said, hey, you should check out this thing is awesome. It's like, well, really, how good is it? So the thing that, and the way we kind of teed up this whole conversation is I've been in the industry now for 10 years and I've been preaching the power of having a blog. I've been teaching the power of like content marketing and creating regular content. Scott, same thing. Heck, on this show, we've been talking about like the power of consistently creating effective content. And so the thing is like, yeah, it sounds great, but we all struggle with finding the right words to put on a blog post, with finding the right words to put in an email newsletter.
Titles.
I come to the office now and I stare at a blank screen. Like, I'm not going to lie, for as easy as it is to create content for me, I still struggle with the blank screen. And I'm willing to bet we all do. And in the meetings that I go on, how often do we struggle with rewriting our agent bio? Or I'm setting up a Google My Business, and the reason we take so long, like it's a form of procrastination to take so long to set it up because you're just trying to find what do I say in my Google My Business listing, right?
Yep.
Or what do I say in my listing description? And Conversion AI isn't the first product. There's actually like a competitor or a competing product. It's called Copy AI. I don't know how similar or dissimilar that product is, but basically I signed up for a free trial. I threw it up on this. I threw some content up on the screen, and then boom, it delivered a few different like scenarios, headline formulas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what it does is it uses different copywriting frameworks. So I probably butcher this, Scott, but what is it? AIDA, AIDA, attention, attention, interest, desire, action, or PAS, like problem, agitate, solution.
Yep.
So there's this creator that I follow. Her name is Joanne Wiebe. She runs a school or a website called Copy Hackers. I've been following her for years, and she has a online community called Copy School. Copy School isn't cheap; it's expensive. It's like $300 a month. What they teach is copywriting for SaaS companies, and they teach copywriting for like coaches, consultants, etc. And they specialize in writing long form sales pages. They specialize, like, you name any top SaaS company now that she's worked with them. And they're legit. They teach basically like the fundamentals of copywriting and good copywriting. So when you log into your Conversion AI account, what it does is it gives you all of these different templates. So if you're writing a sales page, here's the AIDA framework. If you're writing here's the problem agitate solution framework. If you have if you're writing Google ads and you're struggling with what sort of copy to come up with, here's a Google ads description that it'll help you write. If you're trying to figure out, what to write in your Facebook ads, how many times have we done a Facebook ads webinar or sat with an agent like, I want to do ads, but what the heck do I say? Right? Like, this is all in there. And then it's even in here for your Google My Business, for your like listing, for your descriptions and all of that stuff. It has post captions for all of your Instagram photos. Like, what the hell? How many times do you sit there thinking about scratching your head over like, well, what the heck do I say? I have all these great photos, but what do I say? And then this is one Scott used. So Scott used it, and I'll ask him right now in a second because those are the slides that I have up. But we've been talking about the power of like creating effective video content lately.
Yep.
And yet where most people struggle is, okay, well, what do I shoot? What do I say? Well, here you go. You have video topic ideas, a video script outline, video titles. It'll do a script hook and introduction. It'll write your video description for when you actually post these suckers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then over here, the one we struggle with, I struggle with writing. I've been in this industry for 10 years and I still struggle with writing my own bio. So it'll rewrite your personal bio.
And it'll write way better than you can.
And then it has like here it is. It has the real estate listing description. So you never have to struggle with writing a good listing description ever again. So
Quora answers. That's insane to me. If anyone's ever used Quora, like that's not the kind of place you go for off the cuff, lightweight commentary or writing. Like that's actually some pretty detailed stuff. It's insane to me how much they've okay. Anyway, there's a lot.
So it's like, okay. I said this at the beginning. The first question I get when I say, hey, you can deliver an automated home value to your customers every month, month after month after month after month. And what's the one thing homeowners today want to know? They want to know what their house is worth. First question I get is, well, how accurate is it? First question I get with this is, yeah, but how good is it? So the scenario that I used was I had it try to write a listing description for me, but Scott used it to try to come up with, what was it, Scott? Debt consolidation or like your topics were debt consolidation and mortgage refinance?
Yeah. So I actually, I have a video. I have a video that I was trying to publish for one of the experts on our platform that we talked about my platform last week. And he told a story about doing debt consolidation for a customer that he helped buy their house, and interest rates had gone up. But COVID hit him kind of hard. So he refinanced them. The interest rate went up a little bit, but he saved him $1,200 a month. So I was like, okay, so this is interesting. What happens if I use, so I have this topic, and so let's say the topic is debt consolidation, a debt consolidation mortgage refinance. And so the little experiment that I ran is I typed in the exact same words in all 5 of the YouTube Conversion.ai templates, and just to see what came out of it.
Which are these here, which are video topic ideas, video script outline, video titles, video script hook and introduction, and then your video description.
Yes.
Like those are it right there.
Yeah, so those are right there. So I literally put the exact same thing in each one of those templates. And what is this video about? I put debt consolidation, mortgage refinance, keywords to rank for, mortgage refinance. Why not? Now I don't completely understand the tone of voice because there was no drop down. So like
you have to type it in. So like, do you want it to be?
But like, what do I type in? Do I put like? What if I write cheeky? They're gonna know that like this is a cheeky listing. So I just left it at witty. So witty was the default that was just kind of in there, and so I didn't put anything in that field. So I think the slide you're on now is video titles.
Yeah,
and I think the output I produced was 3 to produce 3, but it gave me 3 batches of 3 or 4 different options, and I don't know how they come up with it. But like you said, how accurate is it? It doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be accurate.
It gives you a starting point.
It gives you a starting point, like how to refinance your mortgage in 3 simple steps. Okay, that one's not bad. Debt consolidation, mortgage refinance 2021 guide. How to get a lower rate and make payments easier. That's actually not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
The top 5 questions to ask when refinancing your mortgage 2020. So they don't know it's 2021 yet. What you need to know. That's 2 out of 4. I would use those. And then the next batch, finally, all caps, exclamation point, debt consolidation, mortgage refinance that worked. Holy cow, I would use that. like, check out this amazing life hack and save big on your debt consolidation. Holy
That's
crap.
really
These are
good.
good. So between all of these things, I can easily put together a title for this particular thing. So what was the next one that I did?
So
the video description.
The next one was the video description.
So video description. So what we're doing is we're transcribing the video and we're pasting the transcription into the bottom of the description, because you have 5,000 characters and these are less than 3-minute videos. So it's not close. 5,000 characters is about a 20-minute video, about 17 to 20. And so I typed in the exact same things of video description. And so their video description was create unique descriptions for YouTube videos that rank well in search. So let's see what they came up with. If you are struggling with your mortgage, then it is time to refinance. Watch this video for a step-by-step guide and how to get the best rates and lower monthly payments. Yep, I would use that. Mortgage refinancing is a way to reduce your monthly payments. All right, put a little more effort into it. In this video, we'll take a look at how to refinance your home and get lower interest rates, reduced monthly payments, or both. Mortgage refinance. Are you looking to refinance your mortgage and shorten the length of the term before it's paid off? It may be worth considering a loan from a company like blah, blah, blah. In this video, I'll show you how to find the best rates available and also provide some tips for getting approved.
My favorite's that first one.
So out of those 3, one of those is solid. What was the next one that we did? The video topic ideas?
The next one is video topic ideas.
So video topic ideas, again, I put the exact same. So my baseline was I used the exact same topics, the exact same keywords, the exact same tone of voice on all these. So video topics, brainstorming new video topics that will engage the viewer and rank well on YouTube. What is a mortgage? How do you know when to refinance? Why should I refinance instead of going for a cash out loan or purchase or new car purchase? The benefits of refinancing your house video. That one's weird. 3 tips to help you get a lower interest rate. How to save when looking for a mortgage refinancing company, which loan might work for you based on your goals and income level. Technique to mitigate. So these are ideas. So this video topic ideas, I think, is super powerful because you really only kind of have to have an idea about what kind of things you want to write about. And then these are a couple of different angles and a couple of different ways to just approach it. Again, this is as accurate as the other 2. And then this one I thought was really good, the video script outline, the next one.
Yep.
So this one is different. So I did 2. Did I give you both of them?
No, you gave me 1.
Okay, so the one that I gave you was the debt consolidation refinance. And it just gives you bullet points of talking points that you can do when you go through. I also did one for buying a home in a seller's market, and that one gave me like 5 bullet points. 5 bullet points to talk about how to make an offer in a seller's market. So let me see. One of them that I thought was really good.
Buying a home in a seller's market.
Yeah, let's see what you come up with.
So
if you come up with the same ones, and I did witty.
I'm gonna say witty.
Yeah,
and then generate content.
So it was like spend time looking at homes online and in person. Get pre-approved for a loan before you start house hunting. 100% accurate. Be prepared to make an offer quickly, as most sellers are eager to sell their homes. Make your offer competitive, but not too high. It's important that the seller accepts your bid so they can move on with their life. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good bullet point to riff off of. Be flexible about the terms of sale, like which appliance comes with it. Probably contingencies are in there and things like that. Man, these are good. Are those the same ones that?
No, that's interesting.
No, you came up with completely different ones.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some similarities in there, and you can kind of see the script doing its job a little bit. But I mean, still, that's like this is really cool
this
stuff.
is legit having an assistant and saying, "Hey, can you come up with some outlines for me?" But spitting it out in less than 60 seconds.
There are
so
14 bullet points here, or 14 numbered points. There are at least 6 to 8 solid bullet points that you could use as a script outline that you could get with great flow, great order, great approach. This is not bad at all. And I don't think we mentioned what the cost of this is. But I think if you're not a super power user, I think they allowed you to do 20,000 words for $29 a month. Right, you couldn't hire a copywriter for that
for that price.
You had to. And I think the full blown blowing it out, you're creating unlimited content was like $100 a month.
Yep.
Oh man.
So like
$100 a month isn't even one bar tab for Ricardo.
No. Ricardo, go to the next one because I thought this one.
Hold on. Because you're right, it's not. I'm gonna go on a tangent here. One of the webinars that I did recently was like the Google My Business for real estate. And so one of the things that I always push back against, and one of the things that one of my colleagues said was, when an agent tells me I really want to do social media, so I want to post on Facebook and Instagram, I always push back and say, well, let's rethink that a little bit. I think the latest stats are you will reach, Facebook will share your own content with less than 9% of your audience. And then Facebook is like 1% of your audience. And then Instagram is like 9% of your audience. So think about all that time, effort, and energy that you're using to build an audience on somebody else's platform, on Facebook and Instagram's platform. You're not even reaching your own audience. It's pay to play. They're an advertising company. They want you to take out your credit card and run ads. Yep. It's what they do. So if I were an agent that just got licensed today and I wanted to dedicate an hour a week on social media, I would dedicate that hour to posting on my Google My Business. Because my Google My Business is my personal SEO. And what are consumers doing when they meet somebody either by referral or they see your yard sign, whatever, they're Googling you, they're researching you, right? So what I would do is I would post once or twice a week to my Google My Business page. And it's like, okay, well, what am I going to post? What do I say? Well, what if I did reasons your home value?
Well, this is video script. Why don't you go to the Google My Business?
Well, hang on. No, because that's not the point. Reasons your home value may have increased. Generate AI content. I'm trying to come up with a bullet list of reasons my house may have gone up in value in 2020. Oh, that's a bad one. You've been a good neighbor and your home has not burned down. Your house is still standing. Maybe I shouldn't have said witty.
But wait. You have the nicest yard on the block, right? You could turn that into something. right? That's a curb appeal conversation. That's a, hey, here's what people are doing to make their house pop on, photos and stuff, right? Because that's really important.
Well, as we played with this stuff, I got the impression that it was going out onto the internet and finding current and relevant conversations about these topics, and it seemed like it was pretty relevant. It seemed like it was pulling in stuff from other data, other conversations about those topics on the internet, is what it felt like.
Yeah. But so that's the kind of thing like I would focus on doing. I would say, did you know that Costa Mesa home values went up 18.6% in 2020? Here's 5 reasons your home's value may have increased. If you want, and then bullet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to know what your home worth is today, click that link below, and then boom, that goes to your What's My Home Worth landing page. That's one piece of content that I created that's ranking on Google, on my Google My Business page, and it took me less than 5 minutes to produce.
And if they're clicking on that, you better get them into your home bot so that you're showing them their value every single month. Set it and forget it. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, this is the last one that you had in there, Scott, your video script hook and introduction.
Yeah, and I thought this was so good. It's like, I didn't say that we were consolidating credit cards, right? But that's what the video is about. So like the second one, the second one in this video, the hook in this video, I'm going to show you how to consolidate your debt. My name is Scott. I want to help you save. I want to help you save from the stress that comes with having high interest credit card balances. We're all living paycheck to paycheck, and it's hard for us when we have a lot of debt on our plates. Let me teach you how to get out of debt by consolidating your debt, consolidating what you owe in one easy step, and lowering your interest rates too. 100% accurate. Like, I could use that. I could copy and paste that. And I don't know if I would call it my best work, but it is 80% of anything that I've ever in my life, right? It's like, it's there. There's so much of it that's there. So no, this blows my mind. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get out of debt by consolidating your loans. Hi, I'm so-and-so. It's no secret in America that it's no secret that America has a huge problem with debt. It doesn't matter if you're in college, just retired, blah, blah, blah. There's good news. We can fix the problem within 30 minutes following these steps. What? Are you kidding? That's good stuff. Those are good copywriting chops. So I'm sold, man. I after going through this, like you said, it's not going to be perfect, but holy cow, it is so close that it should just it should unblock any writer's block that you're having on anything. And this was just that one experiment that I did on this one topic in this one video, and this is only YouTube. This wasn't all the Google My Business, blog topics, sales page frameworks and all those, but everything we've tried, I've been super, super impressed with.
We accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express.
You know what this is? This is showing up to the beach and you got those fire pits, and people bring wood, and some idiot hero in your group is like, oh, I got this, and he's got like some paper and he's over there doing whatever. And then the real hero shows up and he's got the starter log and you can get going. This tool is the starter log, 1,000%, right?
The content creator starter log.
It is. It totally is. And the rest of us are over here like, like that's
will you go find some twigs for kindling? Yeah,
burp badging this.
Who's got the lighter fluid?
That's awesome. The content creator starter log. That's the new tagline right there.
It should be, but it's so good. It is so good. By the way, if you're watching this video and you're like, okay, these guys have totally rigged this, like they pre-planned this. Yeah, we did. But if you want to throw some comments into the chat and have us right now do something that you're trying to work on, right? If you're putting together a listing presentation, if you're putting together an ad, if you're putting together your flyer for a listing you just got, right? And you're like, all right, guys, let's put this thing, put it in the comments right now, and let's go ahead and run it through, because I I want to see this thing. It's awesome. And actually, I'm curious. So let's really put this thing to the test, okay? Let's do escrow. Because if the machine knows what escrow is, I would be impressed.
What do you want to do?
How about marketing angles? Have we tried that one?
Like, do you want to do a blog post? Do you want to do a topic idea? Do you want to do
How about let's try explain it to a child? Let's try that one.
To what? Explain it to a child. I like that one. I didn't test that, but I like that.
Well, okay, so the way I read this is explain it to a child. In our businesses, each of us in each of our businesses, we use too much marketing and technical speak. Like I quit telling people, stop saying comparative market analysis.
Yes.
You want to know what your home is worth? Get your free comparative market analysis with a detailed blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not saying the consumer is dumb. I'm just saying, like, hey, why can't you just say, want to know what your home is worth? Because that's the language that they know. We use too much corporate speak.
Let me okay, so you ready for some jargon?
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. Escrow input text. Escrow is a neutral third party in a real estate transaction.
Is this from your website?
No. Actually, I should go to a competitor's website, actually, now that you hold on, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna flat out steal some. I won't tell you who it is though.
Wow, it says output grade level.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, regardless of how you feel politically about the previous president, one of his greatest strengths is he could consistently speak at a fourth grade level, and everybody could understand. I mean, it sounded like a lot of times that, you know, that was a it was a phenomenon that a lot of people noticed, that he spoke at a really simple grade level. 8th grade is interesting. I'd be interested to see 4th grade too.
Okay, escrow is a neutral third party in a real estate transaction that works with buyers, sellers, and real estate professionals to conduct the transfer of real property in conduct a transfer of a real property safely. Safely. Just stop there. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So let's start at like 12 and then maybe look at 8 and then 4 and see how it changes it.
Or we can start at 8.
Start at 8 and go down to 4. What does it say?
It's not the best.
Okay, so escrow is a third person who helps with buying and selling houses. They make sure the transfer goes safely. Okay, so that one's not great. Escrow is a company that helps you buy or sell your home. They help people with questions about the process too. So that's actually closer. Like, that's better. Let's try 12.
12th grade level?
Yeah.
How would they change it?
Okay, this is actually better. So escrow is a company that helps people buy and sell houses. It helps make sure the process goes smoothly. Escrow is a third party who helps people buy and sell homes. They work with buyers, sellers, and real estate professionals to make the transfer of property safe. I mean, that's not too far from what I said, right?
Better, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think these are so. By contrast, the way Lighthouse talks about it is we say. We work with buyers and actually, I'm not just going to do it off the top of my head. Hold on. The way that we dumbed it down is we say people like you, we say, hello, home sellers and buyers. People like you hire us to handle contracts, coordinate the escrow process, and close the deal. We're like wedding planners, but for home sales. So that's how we dumbed it down. Others say things like buyers, sellers, and real estate professionals consistently partner with our escrow company, for their services that help them make homeownership dreams a reality. We're proud of our reputation of quality and knowledgeable, proactive service during residential transactions, which doesn't really say like what exactly they're doing, you know?
Right.
Yeah, and that's so either you get something that's vague and doesn't actually talk about the work you're doing, or doesn't like give you a point of reference, or you get something that's overly technical and jargony that says, you know, we're a neutral third party in a real estate transaction. We operate as independent, blah blah blah. Right? And it's like, oh my god, I don't what again? What's my reference point? What are we talking about? Yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, so let's do now. If do you guys mind if we throw some more things at this?
No.
Okay.
No, actually, I think the AIDA or the IDA framework.
These are both really good.
Let's try. Let's try.
Ricardo, we put this in for Ricardo's website,
Yep.
the Authority Real Estate Membership. So
So
if you
let's
open that
run
template
that
up,
experiment.
it's already pre-populated. Yeah.
All right. First, Ricardo, can you just actually let's I was going to say explain it, but let's let the machine explain it. All right.
These are really good.
So at a high level, for those who are listening, Ricardo is building his own service targeted toward real estate agents, and so this is the marketing copy for that.
Yeah, so it's just we said Authority is an online community for real estate professionals who are serious about growing their business. It's a training and networking community for real estate professionals to come together and get answers to their burning questions, learn from experts, participate in growth and accountability challenges, and more.
That's what you put in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so here it's attention. Are you a real estate professional? Authority is an online community for real estate professionals who are serious about growing your business. It's a training and networking community for real estate professionals to come together and get answers to their burning questions, learn from experts. Kind of same copy there. Yeah. Join Authority today. You'll be able to connect with other like-minded individuals in your industry, as well as access to exclusive content that will help you grow your business. And then some kind of sales language there. Plus, no commitment. Just cancel at any time if it doesn't work out for you. What have you got to lose? Click this ad right now. Blah 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 blah.
This is good. So it took your product description and used that as the interest, and then it gave you the headline, the desire, and the action.
Yep.
But even the other ones, it did modify it a little bit.
So I'm trying to see which one here was good, but
there are so many options.
Yeah. But like again, it puts together an entire sales page for you and spits out like a bunch of different tailored scenarios. Like think about that for a second.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Starter log for creatives.
Starter log for content creators.
Well, there's so many different angles on this. It's just, I love it. A couple of the ones that what was one that kind of blew me away a little bit? It was, blog post intro paragraph and blog post conclusion paragraph. Wrap up your blog post with an engaging conclusion paragraph. Like, because I run into that all the time. Like, you write the whole blog post and you're like, okay, how do I close this out?
This whole thing has been tremendously boring. Let me make it less boring at the end. I'm kidding.
So what's your post about? Selling homes. Yeah. No,
what do you mean? I think that's actually pretty creative. What do you mean the house is sold? I was just going to make an offer on it. Dude, how many people that's their story right now?
Okay, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, man. If I were a listing agent and I posted that would make me look like everything I put on the market's selling because I'm amazing, obviously.
Yeah, man.
They have this content improver, so you can copy and paste your content into it. And it looks like it'll go through there and pimp it out for you.
I thought you told me that, and I thought that was insane. I didn't know that you can upload like a Google Doc and it's going to improve it for you.
I don't think it doesn't look like it's letting you upload, but it looks like it's a copy and paste.
Okay.
So, and it's only up to 400 characters. I think that might be because we're on the 29.
Oh, this is the one that I did. So the blog post title or the topic was 5 ways to increase the value of your house in 2021. And what it spit out was this. This is so money. Paint your front door a bright color to make it stand out from the rest of the house. To add contrast, right? I thought that was good. Replace all your light bulbs with LED lights for energy efficiency and lower power bills. Yeah, whatever. Install a new mailbox that matches your home's exterior design. Add an outdoor rug to create more space for relaxing outside. Get rid of clutter around the house, including old clothes, shoes, and books. Clean up after yourself. Don't leave dishes in the sink.
So change the tone.
Two.
Helpful? Is that a tone?
Realistic. I don't know.
Or serious? I mean, serious would be.
Serious would be one. Authoritarian.
No, it did the same. It did the same thing.
Try serious. Why so serious?
Yeah. It's gonna spit out the same thing.
We don't
So
it's
I
idea.
guess there's not a lot of tone
yeah.
variance there. So yeah, but this thing is crazy. This is one of my, between this and Descript, these are two of my favorite cool next level tech stack ideas. You know, so
Wait, can we try one here?
Yeah.
Roll to the bottom for a second. Business or product name? All right, I struggle with this so freaking hard. It's like, okay, Ricardo, put in your service. I want to see what name it generates for your service.
Oh.
I want to see if it comes up with something other than authority membership.
So let's see.
as amazing as this tool is, I think this is probably our most boring episode we've ever done.
Yeah.
Well, keywords to include. Yeah, put some in there.
Like.
Elite. Put elite in there.
Bueno.
Yeah. Nah.
Interesting. So this is weak. This is a weaker tool, or a weaker like part of their offering. Then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because if authority membership is better.
I forgot what I put in here. Growing your real estate business, and it spit out this stuff here. So, what are the best ways to increase visibility in your industry? Do you get annoyed? What's a sensible tactic for getting more leads while not being too intrusive or pushy?
Good one.
Like even for content creators in our industry, like if you're having to come up with new content, like new webinars, new hooks for emails, whatever, this is getting you pretty darn close.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would literally go here to blog post topic ideas. I would have it spit out a bunch of blog post topics. And then if I'm someone like Jeb, I'd plop down in front of the camera and start to talk to the camera on each of those topics. Well, I would use the video titles, right? Or okay. I would give these blog post topics and titles to my VA and have the VA crank out those articles for me. Or at least start to put it together so that I can just play the role of editor-in-chief where they give me the finished outline and then I go clean it up, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, I've got a fun one that I want to try before we wrap this up. Scroll down on the right-hand side, right there with the heart eyes, Conversion.ai testimonial helper. Use this template to generate testimonials for Conversion.ai. If this goes well, we'll open it up for you to collect testimonials from all your customers.
This
right
one.
There. So write cool stuff about.
Say that it's a starter log for content creators.
Conversion.ai is like a starter log for content creators.
If it can figure that out, I'm gonna be blown away.
Is there like any? Is there?
It's
any
really, really cool.
Is
Like
there any-
really cool. Like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Is there like an emoji for fire pit? I don't think so.
No, but fire's good.
That's funny.
Can you put emojis in it?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's awesome. Yeah. So like this is good. Every day content creators are faced with a daunting task, the overwhelming challenge of producing quality content. There's so much to do that it's hard to know where one should even start. This is where Conversion.ai comes in. With Conversion.ai, you can instantly generate high quality copy for Facebook ads, emails, websites, landing pages, and more. It's great for anyone who needs help writing copy and content. Just upload your message and hit done. That couldn't be easier. Like that's so good.
That
It
is
is,
really
but I
good.
wonder if that's pre-populated.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, hit AI again, and I bet you it changes. Hit the generate AI content. It probably mixes it up. Yeah, they did. They just delivered the exact same testimonial.
Yeah.
But no, then all their testimonials would be the same. Yeah,
No, it doesn't. So you know what's really tough? Writing content. I mean, who wouldn't want to write for a living? But the reality is that most people don't have the time or patience to do it well. Conversion AI makes my job as a business owner so much easier. I can spend more of my time doing what I'm good at while knowing that I have support when it comes to writing content, and not just any copy, but high converting copy. All you need is to type in your message in the text and then click next, and voila, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow. Conversion AI is exactly the tool I need. A starter log of content creators. Ever since
Nice.
Conversion AI came into my life, I've been spending less time copywriting and have more to spend on other tasks that require more creative talent than me just typing up phrases in a box writing. The templates Conversion AI provides are so easy to follow, and if you're not feeling inspired, you can even look at other businesses' ads for ideas. The gist is that this tool has made my workload 10 times lighter, all while giving me room for creativity.
Yes.
dude,
That's awesome.
this is so good. So, yeah, Conversion.ai people, check it
Yeah,
out.
so we don't have any we're not affiliated with them. The other competitor that I know that I've been following for a while are these guys here. It's funny, the website is literally copy.ai, and it proposes the same thing: copywriting simplified, faster, fresher, better copy. Just type a few words about your product and Copy AI does the rest. The one that we battle tested was Conversion AI. I think this one is priced similarly. It'll come up with blog content for you. It'll come up with captions for your Instagram posts and that sort of thing, and your website copy. I would check either of these out. The one we're really liking right now is Conversion AI. It's a no-brainer if you have a team blog, a company blog, and you struggle with what word to write, what videos to shoot, et cetera, et cetera. It's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Well, and also, I mean, really check out the real estate listings, because if you're a real estate agent and you hire a new VA or you hire a new assistant or something like that, check that thing out and see how that produces. Because that's definitely a hurdle for a lot of people.
I have an agent.
Not all listing descriptions are that great.
I have an agent now that sells Eichler homes in Tustin, and she's amazing. She writes all of her own listing descriptions. She does upwards of 40 sales a year, and she's amazing at writing listing descriptions that really hook you in. They just really do. For others, it's like it's staring at a blank screen, and it's kind of like the ones that I cringe at are the ones that are written in all caps. Like, why are you yelling at me?
Exactly.
Why are you yelling at me?
Yeah.
Just literally drop in the details of your listing into the listing description, and boom, it cranks out something that's with a great hook and with a great story. Like that alone will save you how many hours?
Yeah. Yeah. This almost every one of those templates will save you so much time and creating this content. I mean, it's not even it. I mean, it is a big starter log. I mean, you could. Yeah. No, this thing is amazing. Yeah, it's a little bit mind blowing. I would absolutely go in there. Was there a trial on this, Ricardo? Do you remember?
I don't think so. I think I paid for it up front.
But it wasn't a contract. It was month to month.
It's month to month. You pay. You pay for it. You pay for it. You pay for it up front because you start using it immediately. But when you pay for it, they give you like something like 10,000 word credits.
Yeah, yeah, unbelievable. Good stuff, man. This was such a good find. Yeah, I had stuff like this did not exist 5 years ago. It doesn't seem like. And it definitely didn't exist 10 years ago.
So I used to do the math because I was curious. And when I was working at Diverse Solutions, my first year, I part of my job was writing a blog post on the company website every day. So every business day. I did the math at the end of the year and I wrote something like 400,000 words my first year. And then the next year I wrote something like 350,000 words. And I just kept writing upwards of 300,000 words a year. That's a lot of writing.
That's a lot.
Just so you guys know. That's a lot of writing. Like if this was around back then, major time saver.
You'd be clocking 500,000 words. Easy. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, this is ultimately, this is just yet another reason why the excuse of I don't know what to say, I don't know what to write, I don't know how to get in front of my past book of business. It just doesn't work anymore. I mean, there are so many tools available to you at such a low cost that staying in front of your sphere of influence, your past book of business, has never ever been easier. And look, I'm the pot calling the kettle black here, right? Because I still am, trying to put content together for videos. I'm definitely overthinking it. We don't have, I don't have a blog at our website because I just felt like blogs, you create it, you post like 15 posts if you're really diligent about it, and then they go by the wayside and all they do is they date your website, right? And it's like the last post was written 4 years ago. And it's like, all right, the site hasn't been updated in 4 years, right? So we don't even have a blog. But the reality is, especially if you're in a consumer facing, like a buyer and seller facing business, like a real estate agent or a lender, man, if you're not doing it, somebody else is going to. And tools like this just make it even easier for them to do it. So why don't you be the one to talk to your past book of business, to your sphere of influence? There's also another thought. This conversation probably isn't the place to bring it up. But here we go. You ready? This is all part of the disruption everyone in our industry is facing, right? Like, we saw that this website's copy on Escrow wasn't great, but their listing and real estate agent copy is pretty dang good. Their lending copy is pretty dang good. If you were to list out 3 years ago the things that computers would be able to do, you'd probably say stuff like drive a truck or like send emails, right? Like, okay, that makes sense. But write creative stuff, never. You would have thought copywriters are among the safest people from AI. But here, look at it, right? And this is the tip of the spear. Give this thing another 5 years and see where it is, right? With all these people putting in their initial copy, all the refining that's going to happen. Like these guys, it's not like this is a passive product. I guarantee you they have people in the background who are watching every input and are measuring it up against real world results. And this thing's only going to get better and better, and it's not going to happen linearly. It's going to happen exponentially. And so, in our industry, we need to think about this. Like, we all need to be at the point where we're thinking around the corner on this kind of stuff and saying, all right, like, my value isn't going to be in my ability to write a really catchy Facebook post to promote a listing I have, or to put together a good marketing flyer, or any of that kind of stuff. Like, my value has got to be different than that if I'm going to compete against the big box machine. Right. And that's, I think, this is down the road thinking. I don't want to overburden this post.
No, but if I'm a broker and I have the ability to say we can help crank out your marketing copy when you have a new listing, like, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can hire somebody, well, even somebody just getting into the industry and they don't have a ton of experience, but they know something, right? They know some of the basics. This can help them move along. I wish I could recall more detail on this, but it seems like less than 12 months ago, I saw a movie that the entire movie script was generated by AI.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
You remember this?
Yeah.
And I don't remember how to find it, but it wasn't bad. Like it was like it had all of these movie scripts and genres, and it created a story out of thin air. And it was pretty decent. So we talk about these things. So start using these things right now, because in 5 years, there are going to be people that are just going to be discovering this in 5 years from now. And if you're the one that's been using it for this long and you're kind of going down these paths, this almost seems like it falls into the same category as your VA, right? Yeah. It's like these little, but before it used to be somebody that you tell them exactly what to do. But now these things kind of think for themselves a little bit. And there's so much opportunity for us to offload. That's what all tech is for, and virtual assistants and everything that we're trying to talk about here. We're not trying to share shiny objects to distract you so you can't do your business. We're trying to introduce tools and strategies so that you can get out of the day-to-day on your business and start working on your business instead of in it. Yeah. And just being able to communicate through copy and communicate through content is so powerful, and just eliminating that entire writer's block, like what you said, Dustin, staring at the Google Doc, staring at the blinking cursor. There's nothing more treacherous than that for, to kickstart that creativity. And these things are just so crazy and so powerful. And this thing's got to be less than a year old.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, things are only going to get better.
It's only going to get better. And the way these things work is the more input, the better the AI works.
Yep.
Right. Because it starts to learn from itself, and it starts to learn what people are accepting and what people like and what people don't like. So, yeah, this is the Hey Siri of copywriting. Oops, I just launched my Siri, I think. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Wait a minute, you have Google, right, at your house, Google Home?
Yes.
Hey Google, turn up the temperature to 80 degrees.
I don't think I have it set up.
Dang it!
That's awesome.
You're welcome. Play Baby Shark, Google. Ricardo,
on repeat.
On repeat, endless. Ricardo, great find. Where can people find you and find more recommendations for tools like this?
I have a regular blog and newsletter over at ricardobueno.com.
Yep. Sign up. Listen to the podcast. He has other podcasts. Cheats on us. It's very sad.
That's awesome.
Check that out. Scott, where are you hanging out at?
Here.
Everywhere.
Behind my computer. No, I can be found at findmywayhome.com, and it's just my name on all social media.
Scott doesn't want to talk to anybody.
You can find my team over at Lighthouse Escrow, lighthouseescrow.com. And we're happy to serve you for any of your escrow needs in the state of California. If you're trying to figure out how much you can potentially pocket if you sell your home right now, there's a really great closing cost calculator that you can. You're so good at this, Ricardo.
I know.
There's a closing cost calculator you can use to get some estimates right away. No gimmicks. Don't have to download anything. Don't have to give me any of your information. Just want to help you. So that's us. And Conversion.ai is a tool we've been talking about. Check out their website and use it to make your whole operation leaner and move faster, get that starter log for creativity in your life.
Create great content.
All right, guys. Until next time, this has been the Marketing Trench.
Yeah.